Have I ever had a bad experience in a motel? I had a viewer. I had a sorry for the door. I had a viewer that asked me, "Have I ever had a?" Because you see a lot of this on YouTube. You see a lot of, and I'm assuming they probably subscribed to my channel, and I've made a comment or two. And they read my comment, and then they personally questioned me in a private message. They said, have I ever had a bad experience in a motel, like cockroaches and things like that? Well, back in 1989, be what, 30 years ago? Anyway, can't even count. 1989, and not here in Ohio. It was out. I won't say which state, but it was out of state. There was a real nice motel, had a sign up. It said rooms $39. Wow. Now in 1989, that was still a pretty good deal. So I go in the office and say I want a room for the night. I said, your sign, is it accurate? Yeah. He said, all rooms $39. And as I walked to the office, the motel looked like it had been remodeled. It looked real nice. I said, well, you got a nice motel here. Anyway, I paid the $39 in tax. He gives me the motel key. He says, oh shit, I'm gonna pass out from laughing. He says, your room is in the back. I didn't give him no thought, so I thanked him, got my receipt and walked out of the office, and I had to walk around the motel. As I'm walking around the motel, oh man, these rooms are nice, It looked like it's remodeled. It was an older motel, but they remodeled it real nice. I was excited, go in here and get in bed and watch some TV. As I walked around the motel, all of a sudden, I go from this nice area to a place that would probably make the Bronx in New York look pretty. The old section of motel was there. Grass growing up through the parking lot. A car was jacked up with the wheels off. I walk up the steps. There was nobody around it. There was nobody in the parking lot except that car. I go to my room number. I put the key in. You want to remind me of that motel? It was a smaller part of the motel. Picture an old farmhouse with an abandoned barn. Imagine if that barn had rooms in it and they try to remodel that barn. That's what this motel looked like. I went to stick the keys in the door. The door was about 2.5 inches loose. Like it was getting ready to fall. The lock was actually loose. I opened up the door, checked the room out. The shower's leaking. It was just no bugs. Not one bug. My problem wasn't cockroaches. My problem wasn't a bug or bugs. No. I laid in bed worrying that somebody would kick my door open. It was locked. I had a chain on it. Yes, you could see the outside. Gaps about 1/2 inch. Could not lock the door properly. It was the most horrible room I've ever got. I mean, you could see where part of the door had been falling apart. They put the part of the door together and put this mold in it. You know what I'm talking about? And then painted over it. It was It was clean, but it was horrible. If it had been a snowstorm, the snow would have come in. That gap I was just talking about. TV worked. The only problem about it was there was no security. Even with my door lock chain, The lock was loose. Oh, you could have caught me asleep, kicked open the door, and robbed me. Dangerous place. The only good thing about it, there was nobody back. I was the only one in the old motel. That was my worst experience. That happened, I think, in '89. I finally got in bed, watched Cable's TV, and fell asleep. Woke up the next morning thinking I'm still alive. No one's broke in on me. But it was clean. There was water stain, but there was not one cockroach, not one bug, which is weird. Shower dripping all night. Oh, that was horrible. Horrible.